Hello and happy Galentine's Day. Welcome to our bash. We're gonna have a little sweet thing today, and you can't have Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day without chocolate. So I have a recipe I've used for years for these molten lava cakes. The cool thing about this is you can put the batter together ahead of time, and the key to a good molten cake is that it comes out of the oven. My oven's preheating, that it comes out of the oven and the center is still soft and molten-y. So you don't want to be like mixing it up after you just had a nice dinner, so you can mix up the batter ahead of time. And they only take 12 to 13 minutes to bake. And so when you're ready for it, just pop them in the oven, and like it comes out of the oven so nice and creamy and chocolatey. And here we go. This is the recipe. Half a stick of butter, 1 cup of powdered sugar, half a cup of flour, 1 egg, and then 1 egg yolk. So do something else with that egg white. And then chocolate, I'm using Baker's chocolate. Comes like this, and we need 2 ounces. One of these packages is 4 ounces, so you're gonna use half of it and give it a little chop. The butter and the chocolate are going to go in a saucepan, and how simple, because there's no like creaming together, it's just melting. So here we go, getting them in the pot. All right, this needs to go on low heat and stir constantly. You don't want your chocolate to burn. That, like you can't really fix it if your chocolate burns, so put it on low heat and just stir it and watch it until it's melted. I wanna show you something else. If you remember last time, I made some homemade vanilla. And this is after, I think this was in December, January, February, so 2 months. And I have this awesome vanilla. I've just let it sit in my cupboard and like soak up all that flavor from the vanilla beans. So that was done. All right, it's melted, and now the rest goes together really, really quickly. You wanna have a whisk on hand. It kind of will incorporate those ingredients, but don't overmix. If you overmix a cake, you tend to like have a tough cake, but this is a pretty forgiving recipe, so don't worry about it. All right, in goes the powdered sugar. We're just gonna whisk that in. If you sift your powdered sugar before you put it in, like I did, less lumps, but if you have a lump or 2 of sugar, oh well, that's okay. All right, in goes the 1 egg and the 1 egg yolk. And again, whisk that in. I hope you're having fun at the bash. Next, the vanilla, half a teaspoon. If you just want to eyeball it, no problem. And the last thing that goes in is the flour. This is where you don't want to overmix. Whisking. That's it. Stop, just stop. I'm gonna make sure and go around the edges of the pot to get any flour that might have stuck to the edges. And that's it. So your batter's gonna look like that. It's a pretty runny batter. And this is the point where you could just set it aside. And when you're ready to put them in the oven, just fill up your ramekins. Ramekins, these tiny little individual baking cups. Make sure you've sprayed them well with spray, because we're gonna flip them over. What's gonna be important is that you have 3 ramekins. These are 4-ounce sizes, and you divide the batter evenly, and then you'll have 3 cute little molten lava cakes. So if you're having a dinner for 2, you each can have 1 and then like share the other. How cute is that? All right, so let's scoop them in. I just use a measuring cup. If you find a better way, that's fine. You wanna really keep it so the edges are clean. And already I got a little on the edge here, but at the end, when I'm all done with the batter, dividing it evenly, I'll just wipe up that edge. So you want to look at each of them and say, okay, which one needs a little more? This one wasn't quite as full, so I'm going to add a little bit more there. And I'm going to scrape to get all of that batter off the sides of my pot. Use your fingers. It's totally fine. I tell my students one of the best tools are your hands, so just make sure you wash your hands and lick your fingers. Just kidding. So what I'm gonna do is clean off the edge. You can see there's a little bit of batter there. Clean up those edges so that it bakes all nice and cute. And then they're gonna go in the oven. And this is why it's really important to have a 4-ounce ramekin because it has to bake 12 to 13 minutes. All right, in the oven they go. And set your timer. Don't forget to set your timer because this is one, if you put a toothpick in the center, it should come out with that molten center, so you really can't check for doneness. So make sure you set your timer. I'll be back. All right, they're almost ready to come out of the oven, so you need to be ready. What I love to do is do a little bit of powdered sugar on top. This is from Pampered Chef, and like it comes out like snow and makes your lava cake look so cute. And then ice cream. Tillamook. We used to live out on the coast of Oregon, and we always got Tillamook ice cream. It's the best. And then you want hot pads because we're gonna do the flip. So I just heard my timer go off. All right, that's what they look like. And we are going to, here's the tricky part because it's a little hot, but you'll get it. And if it flops, don't worry. All right, so I'm gonna grab one with my hot pad. Just go around the edge, just to make sure. Turn that off. And then you take your plate, you don't flip it onto the plate, you put the plate on top. And I'm just gonna hold it this way. And it comes right out. Whew. Good deal. And let's do another one. The other one. Slice around the edge real quick. If you have greased it, it's not gonna be a problem coming out. Plate on top, flip it over, just like that. And a little bit of powdered sugar. You see this? And a little bit of ice cream on the side. I mean, how cute is this? But the key, I mean, really, how cute and lovely. The key is cutting it open and making sure there's that lava center. So let's get up close for this. Perfect. That's what you're looking for. Let's have a taste. Ooh. It's perfect. You can do this, you can do it ahead of time so that when it comes out of the oven, you will impress your guy or gal. Enjoy your day at the bash and have a great February.